Hello everybody, welcome to my video. I'm just getting set up. I actually pushed the go live button and I didn't mean to. I wasn't quite set up yet, but we're just gonna roll with it. It'll be totally fine. I'm about 10 minutes early and that's okay. We'll just chat and give everybody a few minutes to jump in. Hey Julie. And then I'll have to adjust this a little bit. Hey Brenda. When we get to creating and sharing. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. Oh, here we go. I'll get everything set up here. And then we'll jump on here. Looks good. Hello. Okay. I'm good here. Okay. So we have quite a few things. Hey Martha, happy Friday. We have quite a few things we're going to chat about and look at. And we're going to see which stamp set I won from Stampin' Up. And then we're going to create with it. So I'm excited. So if you guys last week missed the post, I have a post up that says which stamp set did I win from Stampin' Up, and there were 4 choices, and everybody who picked the right stamp set is getting a little fun happy mail from me, so that will be fun. So a couple things really quick. Today is the very last day you can order this, just because it's the last day that it will probably get to you before the live class. If you want to order it afterwards and do the class, you totally can, because all the videos will be recorded. But to show up for the live class, this is the last day you can order this kit and it should get to you. It is $27. It is the Looking Up card kit. Hey Kathy. So if you want to get this, you totally can get it. And the class is going to be on July 29th at 4 p.m. It's a live class. We're going to put these cards together. So I just wanted to mention that. I did a whole live on it yesterday. We talked all about it. And I said yesterday and today were the last days that you could get it. So there's that. I had somebody ask, they're on vacation, they wanted to get it and be able to watch the videos later. Absolutely, at any time, if you purchase the kit, you'll get the videos from me, just because I will have them, but there's just a live version of the class that's happening. So then I also got my paper pumpkin, and I want to just show you guys what is in the box. I want to look at it. I've been wanting to kind of peek inside and see, and I've been holding off so that I could share with you guys here on our live, and I will have a whole video. What's that? Oh, next week. Box got a little bit beat up, so I'll have a whole video next week of the putting it together and doing some alternative projects. So here is July's kit. Hey Kathy, welcome. Happy Friday. So this is the paper pumpkin kit. You can get this paper pumpkin kit. It comes every month and it has a little project in it. It has some fun goodies in it. You can either do a prepaid subscription where you prepay for either 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And then you just do that right up front. Or you can subscribe each month. And that's what I do. I subscribe each month and I get it, and it's always fun. For this kit, it's going to coordinate with 3 of our suites of product in our brand new catalog. So this just is telling us that it's going to coordinate. You always get a Stampin' spot. This month it is the Pretty Peacock, which I'm super excited to have since it's one of my favorite colors from the new End Colors. And then there is this stamp set, which honestly, you guys, I have to say, I'm not, right away when I look at it, I'm not overly thrilled with it. But that's okay. Okay, so here's the projects. They're cards. And I think I'm really going to like these, actually. They're real simple, which is kind of that's how I like my cards, simple. It's kind of a look at them. So then all this stuff is here. I'm loving these sequins already. And some twine. So I'll have a whole video on that. Hey Roberta, next week. Yeah, next week. So really quickly, before we get into which stamp set I got, I want to remind you guys that it is the month of July is lots of stuff is happening this month. We have the bonus days, which for every $50 you spend, you are getting a $5 coupon from Stampin' Up! To spend next month, which is amazing. And then from me, every $50 you spend, you get to pick out a free ink pad. So you can choose whichever color you want. You just place an order, and then for every $50, if you spend $150, you get 3 ink pads. And you can pick which color you want, and I'll get them sent out to you. So we have that happening, and then right now is a great time to join Stampin' Up! Because for $99 you get to purchase the starter kit and you get $155 in product, which is phenomenal. So you're basically getting $55 in product for free. Your kit will ship to you for free, which is amazing. You don't pay shipping. And then on top of it, you get a $10 coupon to spend next month. And next month, when you become a demonstrator, you get to purchase out of the holiday catalog. Okay, so that is all amazing. Though there will be links in the Facebook description and the YouTube description if you want any of these, if you want to join. If you have any questions, you can always ask me, and then I'll have a blog post about it, all of that good stuff. And again, I'm happy to answer any questions for that. And then speaking of the holiday catalog, I posted just a little while ago, about an hour ago, for my holiday catalog paper share. So if you were part of our annual catalog paper share and PJ party, you know how much fun we had, how amazing it was. We are doing that again. So we will be releasing a video on Tuesday with more details, but I did pop up a photo and the link to my form. So if you want to sign up now, you can. If you just know you're ready to sign up, you totally can do that. And then on Tuesday, we'll be sharing the stamp sets we're using. We'll be sharing some photos of the paper, and you'll get to see that. But it's super fun. We're doing the samples of all the paper with card kits for all of your papers. So you're going to be able to make cards with the paper that you purchased. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll wait just a few seconds here to see if anybody has any questions. And then we'll get started with the big reveal. So make sure that you leave a comment on this video and you share this video, because I have a giveaway today. So our giveaway for today is some embellishments. We have some rhinestones and some like chicken wire embellishments from the holiday catalog last year. And then I have 5 cards, handmade cards that are blank for you to use. And 5 envelopes. So you'll get 5 handmade cards and 5 envelopes to go with that. So make sure you leave a comment and say hi. And then also make sure you share the video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment in the YouTube description. Make sure you like the video, and you can be entered to win too, and I'll pick a winner next week. So that will be fun. So today we're going to do some note cards. So I have some note cards here. These are just smaller cards. They're 5 by, my ruler is not here. These are 5 by 3, 3.5, 5 by 3.5. And then I have the envelopes that go with them. So I just pulled out some of these note cards. Stampin' Up! Sells them. I'll put them in the supply list in the description for you. But I love these. They're really sturdy. They're more like our thick Whisper White cardstock than our regular Whisper White cardstock. So that's nice that they're a little bit thicker. Okay, so are you guys ready to see the stamp set I picked out? Are you guys ready? I think there was literally only 1 or 2 people that guessed the right stamp set. Are you ready for the, like, a drum roll? Drum roll, please. Okay, here it is. Are you guys so shocked? There it is. This is the one I picked. This is our Abstract Impressions. It has a die that goes with it that's really cute that I will, no. What, Martha? Did you not guess? So a ton of you guys guessed this stamp set here. So a ton of you guessed this one because I said in my catalog walkthrough that I wanted this set. The thing is that I already purchased this set. So I said it was going to be on my very first purchase, and it was. It totally was. I purchased it right away. So a ton of you guys guessed this one. So I already had that one. And then a ton of you guessed the peacock one. So, which I thought was so funny because I don't like that set at all. It's not even close to something that I like. But here is a really funny story. I live in a really, really small town. There's like 500 people in our town. And it's a little historical town. I grew up in it. Like 98% of the people are my family. I'm related somehow to them. And we have had the last like month and a half, we've had these two peacocks that have wandered into town, and everybody started posting pictures of them, like when they would see them at their house or whatever, or like at a business in town, they would take a picture of them and they would post and they'd be like, oh, the peacocks are here. And so they got named Laverne and Shirley. And it's totally now this whole town thing. We have a Facebook group for our little town that is literally only people that live in our town. Like there's nobody else allowed to be a part of the group. You have to be a resident of our town. And so there's photos all the time in that group of where the peacocks are. And I thought last night, like, oh, they haven't been to our house yet. Like we haven't seen them. The kids haven't seen them. And, so I was like, oh, I can't wait for them to come and take a photo. And then I'm going to print out, it got into the newspaper and everything in our county newspaper wrote a whole article about how we've named them in our little town. And at the city council meeting, they made like a declaration that like the Laverne and Shirley are protected, like, you know, that Plymouth will protect them and all this stuff. And so people put water out for them and food out for them. And so I printed the article and I was like, I can't wait until they get to our house and we can take a picture. And then I thought, I'm going to have to purchase that peacock set now just for this. Like now I'm going to have to do it. Isn't that so funny? Hi, Linda. So Ashley, I wasn't crazy about this. This was a pre-order set from last year's annual catalog. So it's been around since May of last year was when we could pre-order. And I just didn't love it enough to pre-order it. And I was like, oh, I don't know what I would really do with it. I do like the sentiments. Kindness changes everything. And so it's like I've seen so much done with it. And then I was right on the fence of purchasing it or not. And then I won from Stampin' Up. I got to pick out a stamp set. So I thought, well, I should pick out the stamp set that I'm unsure about because then I won't feel bad about spending money on it, right? So Julie said, I love your honesty about whether or not you like stamp sets. Well, here's the deal. Like, there's no point in lying about it. Like, is there any point of me coming on here and being like, this is the best set ever. This is the best set ever. Oh my God, this is awesome. Everybody should have it. Like, is there really a point of that? If I don't, like, if I'm not really going to use it, I just think it's so pointless to be like that. And I think it's pointless to buy things you don't really like. If you don't really like it, don't spend the money on it, which is that's why I picked this one, because I thought if I don't like it, I didn't spend the money on it, right? So we're going to make several cards with this set. I'm very happy to see that it is photopolymer, so I didn't have to put anything together. And as we layer stuff together, it's going to be so much easier because it's see-through. So we're going to get started, and we're going to do some very simple ones. I might make like every single one of these note cards. I might start to get carried away and we might just stamp the afternoon away. Okay, so we have our note card. I just used a bone folder to go ahead and fold it. Oh, good, Martha. You got this set during celebration. Just for the sentiments. I know. That is really what pushed me over the edge of really, because I do like the sentiments. I like the font of them. So I am happy with that. So I've never used this set before, so we're going to have to like get through this together, right? So what I want to do first is, this is the problem. Remember the green situation I have? So I feel like I want to try some of these flowers out. And so the question is, do I go like really realistic, or do I just go for fun and do whatever I want? I feel like I need to, what is this about? This is weird. Is that part of the flower? It's like some photopolymer. Okay, we better make sure that the stamp is okay. It looks okay. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is just dive in. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. And then how about we use like Pool Party and like Pacific Point? That doesn't go. Bermuda Bay? These go, right? Let's just see. So I have a bunch of little pieces of photopolymer falling everywhere, which is making me nervous. Like, is this a bad set? And I have a little spot here. Yeah, see, I have a spot. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but like I have this. Oh, that might actually supposed to be there. Okay, we're just going to stamp and see. Okay, so I think these colors go. So let's just like have a little bit of fun. Okay, so let's start. So this is a layering set. So I'm assuming that what you're wanting to do is layer these together. So we're going to layer two together, and I'm going to layer this one and this one together. Is what I'm going to do. So that would be this one and this one. I worry about it too. I'm freaking out a little bit. But it's just stamping. So let's just do it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Pool Party open. Let me see if I can move you guys down a tiny bit. Okay, can everybody see still? Okay, and then here's Bermuda Bay. Okay, so we have the, instead of doing 3 colors, because I just don't know what other blue to use. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's just try this. Let's try it. Okay, so here's one. Okay, I am nervous, you guys. Okay, let's do this. Now let's do Bermuda Bay, I guess, which is darker. Hey, Sharon. Okay, now lining this up is the key. Or does it, is there a way to line it up? Or does it matter? Yeah, it matters. Okay, see, I messed it up. So let's just, I haven't even watched a video or anything on this, so I'm not sure exactly. Okay, let's try again. So here's that. And then here's, oh, am I supposed to do, no, you would do, I think you would do, let's stamp off once, and then let's see how that works. So does that work better? Maybe we need all 3. Okay, so Martha says you have to go dark on the thin lines. Oh, and light on the bigger ones. Okay, so I'm doing it backwards. Okay. Okay, so she says I'm doing it backwards. So let's reverse. So let's get our Stampin' Scrub. I might not have time to do all these. Like, I might spend all this time trying to figure it out. Okay, so she says do. Yeah, because so far, the way this is turning out, I'm not loving it. I'm freaking out a little bit. Okay, so you guys are saying to me, okay, you have to go dark on the thin lines and light on the bigger ones. So I have to go dark, like on this medium one, Bermuda Bay. Okay, and then light on the bigger one. And then I'm wondering if it is supposed to line up a certain way. So that doesn't seem like it really looks like, it doesn't really seem like, is that right? Okay, you guys look at this. See, this is where I always get in trouble. And I'm always like, no, it doesn't look right. And I can also kind of tell you, I don't like stamping on this. Like, I'm going to stamp on my Whisper White paper. Okay, you guys tell me if that's right. And while I'm waiting. Okay, so they said, okay, so do dark. Wait, I got to read again. Go dark on the thin lines. Okay, so this is Bermuda Bay. So we're going to see if Whisper White makes a difference. I have a feeling it's going to. Already love the way that's stamped way better. But I messed up again. Oh, okay. Okay, here's Bermuda Bay. I mean, we can stamp anything in Bermuda Bay, right? And love it. I can already tell you right now, I like the way it stamps better on the Whisper White. Okay, and then I'm thinking it doesn't really matter the way you stamp it. It's supposed to be this. I don't think I'm going in the right order, but... Okay, so this stamps way better on Whisper White paper. Do you see how it's kind of blotchy on this? But it's so nice and smooth on this. Yeah. Okay, so this is supposed to be a flower, right? That's the deal. It's a flower. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do is I'm scratching this because I messed up on it. We're gonna grab another of this. Now, my idea was I just wanted to stamp these note cards and like have a bunch of note cards, right? And that's not gonna work now because I don't like stamping on this. I don't know if I'm just really used to stamping on Whisper White cardstock or what the deal is, but I'm not loving stamping on this. So this is 3.5 by 5. So we're going to cut our cardstock at 3.25 by 4 3/4. And that's going to give us this white layer, which is kind of weird, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so now we're going to stamp on the Whisper White. And I'm going to try this again for reals. Okay, and I'm going to remember not to get caught up in it, that it's supposed to be abstract. And it's not supposed to be perfect and realistic. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to go... here, and we're gonna go here. Okay, now we're gonna do the light, and we're just gonna go for it. We're not even gonna worry. Just gonna do sort of, I'm sort of lining it up where I think it would be, like where it would supposed to be lined up, but I don't even know if that's like a real thing. Oh, and maybe, like, I'm just going to try it a different way this way. And then we'll try it a different way this way. We'll just see what looks good. I always say to you guys that sometimes when you get a new stamp set, you have to play around with it and kind of figure it out. Like, I never expect to just know what I'm doing the moment I get a stamp set, especially if it's maybe not my style or maybe not something that I would normally get, or it has more pieces. This has a lot of pieces to it, this set. Okay. And then let's grab a sentiment. Let me just see what's gonna fit. Maybe kindness changes everything. Okay. So, and then the other thing I'm gonna do, changing my mind. Okay. We're just gonna roll with this because I just wasn't expecting. So we're gonna do this at 3. So I'm cutting off a little bit of that. And then we're going to do this. We're going to take another 1/4 inch. And then let's take some pretty peacock cardstock. See, I never intended for it to be this much work. Okay, so is that what I want? And then 5 1/4. Is this? No, I want this. That's what I want. Right? Yep. Okay, let me catch up on comments because I was cutting. Okay, there's arrows on the film that tell you which way. Okay? Oh, these things? So how does that work? Like if you line it... See, this stamp set is too much work for me. That's too much work. I'm not even going to try to figure that out when I'm on camera. Oh, I should not have... Well, I mean, it's not going to matter. We're going to stamp the sentiment on here and it's going to have to work. Okay. I will try to figure that out after I'm not on camera. And then I'm going to do a video with this set, a regular video where I can edit. And then maybe I'll comment on that. Thank you for telling me that because I did not realize, but that feels like way too much work for me. Okay, so the risk we're taking is I feel nervous. Let me see this scratch piece. I feel like it's not picking up the ink very well. Okay, that's better. Okay. It's this set right here, Susan. This is the one. Okay. The abstract impressions. Okay, so this... I'm just going to do it. Let's just do it. Okay, that's really straight, actually. Woo! Okay. So, and you guys know, what am I going to do next, you guys? What am I going to do next? Of course, we're going to add a little bling. Okay, so let's see, this was never supposed to be this much work. I was like, let's get the note cards out. It'll be so easy. I'll stamp a whole bunch. Then I'll have a bunch of thank you cards. And now look at this mess. Oh, well, it's fun, right? That's the best. At least we're doing something fun and we're not doing laundry, right? Okay, so here's this. And then I feel like I want to sprinkle these all over the place. But what I'm thinking would be better is if I just put them in the middle of the roses. Maybe to hide the fact that I didn't stamp them properly. Whew. Okay, so here's this. So what do you guys think of this? This is with the pretty peacock. Should I try another one? Okay. So let's try another one. Now I'm very nervous about these things. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do another really simple one. And let's just use the Pretty Peacock again because, at least for part of it, so I can use this layer. Right, is this it? Yeah, okay. So then for my layer, again, thank you so much. I'm going to do this Whisper White because I do think it makes a huge difference. I think it makes a huge difference stamping on the Whisper White. Okay, so let's do another simple one. So let's do, I really love this sentiment here. There's so much to love about you. So let's highlight this sentiment. So we're going to try to stamp this right in the middle. Okay, and then I want to do this in Pretty Peacock. And we'll do this right in the middle. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to turn that over and stamp again. But I think what I'm going to do first is just take my sand eraser and I'm going to erase the top part of the stamp. And once it turns white, I'm going to stop. So all I'm looking to do is kind of turn that surface white. And then what I should have cleaned it first because look what it did to my thing. And then I'm going to turn this over and we're going to stamp again and see if it's a little bit crisper. I feel like I might need to re-ink my Pretty Peacock. Okay, let's see if it... Oh yeah, much crisper. Okay, so Julie says, what does sanding do to it? Okay, so look at this one. Okay, do you see how it's kind of blotchy? Can you guys see? There we go, maybe. I have to wait until it comes into focus. There we go. Okay, so see how it's kind of blotchy and there's like these white spots all in the stamping? Okay, so after I sanded it, look at the difference. Do you see how much crisper and cleaner that stamped image is? So what that's doing is you're taking the surface of your photopolymer set. This is just it's called a mono sand eraser. It's by Tombow, and this one will say for ink. Let me get all that ink off there. Okay, so this is something that you can use on your project. If you get a little bit of ink somewhere, you can sand it off. It doesn't work all that, it didn't work all that well there, but if it's just a tiny little spot, you can sand that off, or like what I just did, I used it to sand the surface because it didn't stamp. I could tell when I stamped it that the ink was not absorbing to the set. So you just run your sand eraser. You could do this with a red eraser. I just have this one because there's so many other uses for it. So you just run it over the surface of the stamp until the surface turns white. And then once you do that, the ink is able to absorb. So Susan said she saw one demo ink new set with Versamark and then color the ink to get a crisper image, which is the same concept. The issue is sanding it is going to just fix it. The Versamark is just, it's frosting over it, right? You're just putting a layer of ink over the imperfections and then hoping that your ink picks up that Versamark and makes it easier. I also find with the Versamark, you can actually end up having too juicy of a image because you have Versamark ink on top of like you have clear ink with other ink, basically is what's happening. So if you just take a minute to sand it with either the mono eraser or the red eraser, you're actually fixing the problem of the surface of the set, and the ink is able to absorb into the stamp better. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you can see the difference. So right here, I've kind of, because my hands have this on it, I have like some ink right there, and I'm just going to take my sand eraser and hopefully get that off, and it did. And then I'm going to grab a wipe and wipe my hands so that that doesn't happen again. Carol said she just saw that with the Versamark trick. Yeah, it works with any kind of stamp. The red rubber does not tend to have, it doesn't tend to be blotchy like that because of the way the red rubber stamps are made. So the red rubber stamp is made with a die. Let me grab a red rubber stamp. Okay, so it's a die that just cuts all of these out. Like you just have this whole sheet of red rubber, right? So then it's a stamp. It's a metal stamp that goes into the red rubber and cuts all of this and burns it all out and burns the image out, okay? With the photopolymer, the way the photopolymer is made is literally there is a sheet of photopolymer and it's laser cut with water, basically. So it's a different way of making it. And so that's why sometimes you have a blotchiness with it at first if it's not broken properly. So a lot of people will think they have a defective stamp, and it's not really that they have a defective stamp. Okay, so I'm talking way too much, you guys. Okay, so let's try this image here. And I think it's this one. I don't see any arrows on this one, so I don't think that I need to worry about that. Okay, so let's do Calypso Coral. Where's my Calypso Coral? And oh, sorry guys, I just hit the thing. Okay, so we have Calypso Coral. Let's put Bermuda Bay away. Let's put Pool Party away. Okay. Okay, so we have Calypso Coral. Let's use Blushing Bride. And then what's a good green color to go with these two colors? Like Old Olive, maybe? Pear Pizzazz, maybe? I think maybe Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so now we have to do light. Let me remember. Light with the little, and no, dark with the little, light with the big. Okay. Okay, let's do this. So we're going to do light first with the smaller, right? Somebody tell me I'm thinking right. I think that's wrong. Okay, well, I've stamped, so we're just going to have to go with it. And then I think I get it backwards. Yeah, I do. I totally do. Other way. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. That's okay. It's fine. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take that. We're going to run with it. We're going to make it work. This is a make it work kind of moment. Okay, we're gonna clean the smaller set since I did it backwards. So we're gonna make sure this is clean. We're gonna come in with some white ink. And it's not the best, but maybe it's salvageable. What do you guys think? It could be better than nothing. We're just gonna have to go with it. We're just gonna have to go with it. Okay, and then let's do the green, and let's see what other things we have here. These little things. I don't know if it's any better. I'm gonna have to screenshot that to like remember. Okay. Oh, I love these little leaves. These are cute. It totally makes me want to redo this. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Just let it go. Doesn't have to be perfect. But look how cute this set is. Like, I really am digging this set for these super simple cards. That is a problem with your stamp pad, Susan. Can you email me and I'll get you out a new ink pad? That's a problem with the ink pad, and we need to get you a new ink pad. Okay, so there's this. It's not horrible with the white, but I wish I would have layered that better. So let's see, what bling can I add to this? Because you know we need some. Let's see, we have Calypso Coral. We have, that's too pink. This is kind of Calypso Coral-y. Sort of, right? Do you think it, because it's terracotta tile, but do you think we could get away with it? Right? Okay. So not horrible. Not horrible at all. But not my favorite. So there's this one. Do you guys want to make one more? Do we have time for one more? I know we do need a bling button. We absolutely do. Okay. I really want to try to use this one, but I'm not positive how. I love these two. I love the rose. And then where's the other images? Oh, there's these like grass images. And then these are the sentiments. Okay, so I feel like this is calling out with like Poppy Parade. Okay, the other thing is I think my Blushing Bride, I think I've mixed ink with that. And I think that it's like, it has like some kind of like brownish color in it now. Okay, so if we do Poppy Parade, what's a color that can go with Poppy Parade? What about like Poppy Parade and Night of Navy? I mean, that's a really pretty color. Those are pretty colors together. But then how would we stamp? Okay, let's just try this. And I think maybe Pool Party, because I think we'll need 3 colors. Okay, let's wipe my hands because they're full of ink. Okay. So hopefully we got all the ink off there. Okay, we're just going to try this. I don't know what this would be. Oh, wait, you're saying it goes with the grass images for the multiple flowers. Like it goes like this. like this, you guys. I feel like, is there a layering image? Oh, does this layer with it? Oh, I think these layer with it. Seems like that, right? But I don't really want to layer. Okay, let's just try it. So we need some Whisper White because we're gonna start with Whisper White. And so we need 3. I'm gonna go with 3 1/4. No, I'm gonna go with 3 by 4 4/4. Right? Or no? I think this. Let me see. Yeah, that. Okay. I'm not sure. Can you guys see that? No, probably not. I need to be higher. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it. Okay. We're just gonna try it. Okay, so I just feel like these need to be colored like in this Poppy Parade color. I don't know if that's true or not, if they need to be or not, but I feel like they do. I mean, even if they're supposed to be layered with something, it doesn't mean we have to layer it with something. Right? Okay. Okay. And then that's the rose. I think I want this one. Do you guys love that I don't know what I'm doing? It's just one of those things. Okay, I want to see how these look. Let me clean them. Chris is not here to remind me. She is on vacation, and she's not here to remind me. Okay, that's how that looks. Like, what if we don't layer it? So I feel like if we're not going to layer it, this sort of looks better. But I want to see how it looks layered since I didn't layer it right the last time. Okay, so if I'm going to layer this, I need the dark one to be little. And I need the big one to be light. Okay. Okay, so but that's kind of pretty. I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay, let's layer this. I feel like it needs to be layered. Okay, now let's do the light. Like that. And then let's do another one of these. I feel like this would be good to do like cheetah spots. Like that would be such a good stamp set to do that. Okay, and then the light. I don't know that I'm loving this, you guys. I don't know. I don't know that it's my favorite one out of all of them. Okay, so now we need another sentiment. But in the mess, right here. So happy about your happy news. If flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. And then this thank you one, which I feel like will fit better than any of the other ones. Okay, so let's get a block. I have like every block I own out. I'm not loving it, you guys. Okay, now let's grab Pool Party because I just happen to have this scrap here, and let's do, I need it to be this much by this much, I think. Yep. Okay. And then you guys know I need to add some bling to this. Okay, I probably should have stamped the sentiment first. In all honesty, that probably would have helped this situation a little bit more. If I would have stamped this sentiment and then kind of did this flower arrangement around it. That's probably what I'm not liking the most. Okay, and then we'll take our note card base. And line that up and then give it a good crease. Add that here, and then I'm feeling like maybe just rhinestones. Yeah, I think I'll just have to go with rhinestones, like regular. Here's some throwback to our the way our old ones used to be. And so I'll need my X-Acto knife to cut these. And then I think I'll just put them in the middle of these. I mean, what is a flower without a rhinestone in the middle of it? That's what I want to know. So there's that one. Okay, let me catch up on comments because I've been not paying attention. It's not successful crafting event until your supplies are on your desk. I know, until every clear block, look, every clear block I own basically has a stamp on it. And a bunch of ink pads are out. Martha said the card turned out cute. You'll enjoy the stamp set. Yeah, once I get the hang of it, it'll be much better. It's a little hard when I am on camera to kind of figure things out, but that's okay. It's fun figuring it out with you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys the cards that we did. I'll put a photo up. So we did this one, which is not my favorite, only because of the sentiment. I feel like if I would have stamped the sentiment first and then did the flowers around it, I think I would have liked it better. And honestly, it's The color combo I like, and the images I like. Then there's this one. As the white has faded a little bit, I actually really like it. So I actually think this one is my favorite. I think I'll do a bunch more like this. And then the very first one we did, which I think if I will use the arrows on the set, on the stamp set, if I'll just take a breath and not be so ridiculous and use the arrows, I think that I'll get the hang of this one better. But I definitely like these two a lot. Like, I love the color combo of them, and I love the way they turned out. So I would love to know which one is your favorite. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you can comment in the YouTube description. Let me know which one you like the best, which color combo. This was the Pretty Peacock and Calypso Coral. This is the Poppy Parade and Pool Party. And then this is the monochromatic. So it has the Pretty Peacock, Bermuda Bay, and Pool Party. But I think they're all cute. So this is a great set. I'm totally glad that I chose it. I think it's a great set to have in your collection for your sentiments. And then I think for quick cards and easy cards, I think that this is really, I think, maybe a new favorite. Maybe one I'll be reaching for quite a bit. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I'm going to wait just a minute to see if anybody has any questions. I'm going to clean these blocks because Chris isn't here to remind me, like, in a couple hours. Like, did you clean those stamps? And I know I'll forget. So I'm going to do that while I'm waiting here for just a minute. I'll post a photo of the project and of these cards in just a little bit. And then on Tuesday, you'll see this up on my website. And you'll also see a supply list when I edit this post. So I'll get all of that up for you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I am planning on, my mom is here visiting from out of state, and my husband and I are going on a fun date night to a local event. It's put on by a local brewery, and they're really involved in the community, and I work with the wife, like, at the elementary school. They're really great people. We love them. And so we're going to go out and support their business and have a little date night, which is rare for us since we don't have family that lives close. So I'm looking forward to that tonight. And then I'm also going to be doing a ton of work. My mom is here to help this last few weeks of summer so I can get work stuff back together, because summertime is kicking my butt the last few weeks here. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you guys next week with all new projects. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you later.